Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. We have another potentially big episode in front of us today. Today we tackle Blighttown, one of the most infamous places in all of Dark Souls 1. In the last episode, we traversed the depths and defeated the Gaping Dragon right towards the end there. Got some good stuff done. We also took a quick trip back to Majula. Oh, one hit? One hit from these guys. That is ridiculous. And you know what? I don't think I can afford to be poisoned right now. So, okay, good. I got 5 of these. Gaping Dragon. Yeah, we also took a quick trip back to Firelink, as well as the Undead Parish, so that we could upgrade our weapon, get the weaponsmith box. Oh my goodness. I'm not proud of that. That club is ridiculous. Poison in one hit. Man, you gotta be careful with that. Okay, well, at least we're restocked on Estus and Pyromancy. Anyway. Pyromancy upgraded our weapon, and yeah, now we're a little better equipped, which is good because we just went through the depths, and now before we get to go back and visit any NPCs or any of that business, we have to go through Blighttown. Now, each game in the Souls series, which is to say Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2, all have this kind of fetid, rundown, just generally disgusting area. And in this game, it's called Blighttown. In Demon Souls, it was the Valley of Defilement, and in Dark Souls 2, it's called the Gutter. And there's any number of people who will claim that any particular one is the worst. Personally, though, I don't find it quite as bad as a lot of people do. I think Blighttown is the worst. It has just super duper thin walkways over you're gonna see here real quick. Gosh dang it. Ugh. Okay, thankfully they go down pretty easy. Even so, I cannot afford to keep getting poisoned like this. Yeah, as you're gonna see pretty quick here, this, we spend most of this area, you must be joking. We spend most of this area not worth it. Not even a little bit. Very, very high up on very, very narrow walkways. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna have to get over it. I'm not gonna use anymore. I need to save it for a time when I really, really need it. Those purple moss clumps. I don't know. The Valley of Defilement in Demon Souls, the main problem, it's actually a lot flatter than this, and more of just a big swamp. Oh! I can't even. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Oh my goodness, I have to go rest at the bonfire already. You know what? No, I refuse. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this right now. Looks like that guy fell off. Alright, I'll take that. Oh my goodness, I have never had so much trouble with those guys. This is the most difficult area you encounter them in. You're kind of on this... It's not even that narrow, but the problem with this walkway here is that you cannot dodge around them. You can't go side to side and kind of just work your way, because that's how I fight a lot of enemies, and I am just not very good, apparently, at judging the distance of those straightforward attacks. These guys can be, don't have to be, but can very definitely be an enormous pain in the butt. Mostly they have this one attack. You'll probably see them, hopefully I won't let any of them perform it, but you'll probably see one of them try here before too long. They have this attack where they kind of scream at you and then jump up on top of you and just chew your health. These guys, oh, you know what? I'm not sure I've ever done a completely naked run through Upper Blighttown here, because this is another area you can skip. I'm not sure I've ever done a naked, and I think not having any armor on is just slaughtering my poison resistance, and I think that's why I'm getting poisoned at the first hint of anything. You know what, it'll save us a lot of time if I would just equip these. Yeah, the Valley of Defilement people don't like, because you have to fight these big enemies in a swamp where you cannot move around very efficiently. Personally, though, like, oh, there it is. That's the attack. You don't want them to grab you with that. It's game over. It might not kill you, but it probably will. Actually, that's right, I forgot. In Dark Souls 1, there's an excellent way. Any enemy that has, like, a grab attack, something that latches onto you and just deals continuous damage for a while, if you rapidly tap the bumpers, or R1 and L1, you can use those to get free of that without taking nearly as much damage. Anyway, you have to fight these big bruiser enemies in the swamp water that they are uninhibited by, but that you move at like half speed through and can barely dodge through. It's kind of a mess. That said, I didn't have too much of a problem. I don't know, there are lots of little islands that you can kind of stand on, and maybe it's just the particular pattern that I took, the particular path, rather, that I took through the level, but I don't know. The way I went, I usually had some land to stand on, so I didn't have too much trouble with it, honestly. And the gutter in Dark Souls is just one of my favorite areas in Dark Souls 2. Just like, well, I wouldn't call this my favorite area by any means in Dark Souls 1, but I certainly like it more than a lot of people. We haven't even gotten to the good part, by the way. After this first bonfire here, that's when the real fun starts. Now, I'm debating how I want to get down there, because I can just take this ladder, or I could make it... You know what? It's not worth it. That little shiny over there that you can make if you jump from this is... I am struggling to remember the name of it. It's another katana. It's okay, as far as I remember. I don't think I've used it a whole lot, though, to be honest. I prefer the Uchi katana. Where's the name of the soldier? There are lots of items in this area that are just on the most precarious edges. This guy thinks he's gonna get the jump on us. There are also a lot of ladders that are very easy to miss in this area. The whole thing is just a mess. And that's the point. That isn't to say that it's bad design, although some people would claim it is. Alright, I think we are going to pop a second humanity here. We got one just from defeating enemies somewhere along the line. But we're going to light this bonfire. We're going to go human again, and we're going to kindle it. We are going to need all 10 of those Estus flasks, probably. Alright, now what? There's some optional stuff down this ladder here. I don't know that I want it. I think that's how you get down to that item, which I don't remember what it is. But I remember most of the items, and particularly, usually, the important ones, so I do not think that is worth my time. Especially because I want to get through Blighttown today, and it is a large area that can require some dying. I'm struggling to remember where we want to be right now. This place is confusing as hell. We're just gonna drop down over here. Oh dear. I heard someone. Those are the dogs. Climb this ladder. If this is what I think it is. Yeah! I really like this armor set. In fact... Oh god. What is going on? Ah. You're not happy with me? That's what it is. That's fine. Oh, jeez! I did not know you were coming up behind me. Or you! No, 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 no. None of that nonsense. Good grief. That was not fun. But we're through it. Okay, you know what? I hate to do this. I didn't want to wear any armor yet. But this shadow set has particularly good poison resistance. Also, I really like it and kind of want to show it off. And I just don't know about this area right now. Now we're a ninja. Oh, you know what? We can get this item. Soul of a Proud Knight. That should be worth 2,000, I think. Good amount of souls. Alright, is this whole area just... Yeah, this whole area was unnecessary. You know what, though? I'm still kind of glad we went here because I really like the Shadow Guard. Alright, now we got a couple dogs around here to worry for. Oh! There it is. There's another toxic dart asshole. And that's why we're wearing this armor, by the way. I just cannot afford to get toxicked repeatedly in this area. Yeah, there's that creepy thing. We'll be dealing with that soon. Thankfully, I don't actually know if it has a way to hurt you. Or at least, if it does, it doesn't use it very often. Okay, I think there's a ladder. Or we're just supposed to drop down, which I am less comfortable with that idea. There's a ladder. Okay. Leap of faith time. Oh, there was our ladder. Great. I'm pretty sure those... I don't know, they look like fishmen to me. I'm pretty sure the ones that... Oh, hello. The ones that carry that big staff-looking thing, I think that's poisoned. Another soul of the proud knight. Okay, did we... There are far too many of you! Oh, okay, good, good. I was really worried I missed him there and that I was about to get eaten. Alright, now the trouble is I can't remember which one of these are optional paths and which ones... Okay, yeah. We don't want to go that way. That guy's gonna... not like our presence. Oh, that's right. I think if we climb up here, we can get rid of this guy who's blowing toxic darts at us. Hello, Fred. Ah, beautiful. So nice of you. Do I hear another one, though? Pretty sure I do. Where is this guy going? Part of me wants to explore that other ladder that I didn't. And a bigger part of me doesn't care. On your first time through the game, I would absolutely encourage combing everything you can. Combing through all the areas, picking up all the items. At least that's how I like to play it, but I don't think I need it. And there we go. Ah! What? What? Hold the phone. Screw you. I didn't see you earlier. Ah, but I know how to get to you. Looks like we are going to go down this other ladder. I hate you. I just wanted him to know that before he died. Nope. This, if I remember correctly, is the eagle shield. Yep. Nice big tower shield. I've never used it. I don't really know how good it is, but if you're running a strength build, I don't know, might want to try it. Also, I want to take this moment to look at this. We are literally in a city that is just rickety scaffolding on the side of this wall of Lordran, and this is just basically the sewer. We are gonna reach that base there, and we are gonna, yeah, we're gonna go down there. And honestly, that's the easier part of Blighttown, if you ask me. Lower Blighttown. It's just all this tricky. Okay, there. That's where I want to be. How do I get there? By going back down this ladder. I must have just gone the wrong way. Somehow. Yeah, okay, I went up instead of down here. I believe. Yep, we get another one of these motherfuckers. Okay, good. Oh, good. I didn't even know he was trying to eat us. Good thing I dodged it. Pro strats. Here, there might be like a ledge we can fall on for the... That might be later. You can get some kind of whip in this room. Ah, there it is. We have to drop down there. I think you can get out of there somehow. There's like another tunnel or something. I don't know, though. I will leave that for you to explore on your own. Alright. Thankfully, we are closer than we may look to being done with this. Ah, yes, this area looks useless, but once you grab that whip, you drop down to this ledge and exit out here. I guess it wouldn't have taken me out of my way to go do that, but I'm not going to use it, so doesn't matter. These guys are some of the scariest looking things in this game. I think they're really interestingly designed, simply in that I don't think I've ever seen anything like them before. I believe they're called crag spiders. Ugh. They breathe fire. It's not something you want to get mixed up in. Thankfully, they go down pretty easily. Now, we are also... That's what I thought. I remember this guy. We're also about to run into some... They're basically like giant mosquitoes, except way, way grosser and annoying. Really annoying. What makes them annoying is kind of just that they're hard to hit. They can fly up and down out of your range depending on what weapon you're using. Oh! Where is my ladder? Is that it? That's my ladder. Okay. Gotta make a break for the ladder. Like, look at this. This is kind of malarkey over here. Like, you gotta run across this narrow bridge after praying that you don't get hit on this. Yep, there it is. Nope. Dodge through it. Did not dodge through it. Nope. Hey, hey, hey. No. No, no, no. Done. That's enough out of you. Fix the toxic. Down Nestus. Ooh, this is the, yeah, this is our starting set. And these are the guys, see, like, they're... Now, I could change my weapon, and have a different move set, and that could maybe hit them. Sometimes targeting them helps. But sometimes you run into these guys, and they're just, like, halfway in the floor, or too high above you to reach. And that's when you just use pyromancy. Because fuck bugs. Alright, we are almost out of the woods. You can see the ground. Ooh, so many bugs. And the thing about these mosquitoes that also pisses me off is that they continually spawn. I think you can get to a point where you've gone through all of them. Of course, until you rested a bonfire, when everything respawns. But it takes forever. Like, if you were to just stand in one place, 4 or 5 bugs would swarm you, and then you'd kill them, and if you just stood in that place, like, 20 more times, those bugs would come back. Okay, we're gonna wait for these, so that we can not get poisoned by them right away. Scrag spider. I miss that in Dark Souls 2. There's some slight ragdolling of the bodies, but they don't get stuck on your foot anymore. It's a shame. Where'd that third one go? Okay, it fell down there. Excellent. Mr. Mosquito Man. Oh, 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 oh. Nope, I don't want your bad blood. Alright, now even just walking in this swamp will poison us. Thankfully, we still have lots of our Estus, and there's a bonfire nearby. In fact, yeah, I may or may not end up collecting a lot of these items laying around, but I'm not going to do it right now. What I'm going to do is Estus up, just for safety. I'm going to try and plunge attack. Half successful. Large soul of a proud knight. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to hug this wall right after you get off of that scaffolding. And in here, a beautiful, beautiful bonfire. Thank goodness that this is here. Back here is just this little room. Just walk it. It looks suspicious as all hell, doesn't it? Like, big empty room, one treasure chest. But it is not a trap. It's just a big empty room with a dragon scale, which is something you use to upgrade dragon weapons. I've never dabbled in them, so I don't know a whole lot about that. It also has something to do with the Dragon Covenant, which actually, that may have been a oversight on my part. I don't know that we've talked about covenants at all before. Okay, real quick, I want to kill... There's an NPC invader in this area named Maneater Mildred. I want to get rid of her. And then we're going to end this episode. Yep, there she is. You can see her rising up over there. Got a big butcher knife and a square piece of wood for a shield. She can hit hard if I remember correctly, but she has no poise, which is one of the main benefits you get from wearing armor. It's the stat that determines how much, I don't know if it's damage or if it's determined by weight or what, but it determines how much damage or whatever you need to take before being staggered in your armor. And because she isn't wearing any armor, even the smallest attack will stun her, and you can effectively stun lock her. Oh, that was nice of her. She dropped the butcher knife for us. Hey, see, I hate those guys. Alright, we're gonna rest at this bonfire to reset enemy positions, so that those mosquitoes aren't coming after us. Anyway, that'll do it for this episode. Maybe I'll take this back off. That'll do it for this episode. Getting through, that's how you get through Upper Blighttown. There's actually a way to skip everything I just did. And you still have to come down here to this bottom area and do things. But I'll get into that probably in the next episode. You need to take the Master Key as your starting gift for that. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider leaving a like or a comment. And if you would like to continue our journey through Lordran, please subscribe. Thanks, and have a good one.